everyone, in today's video I am going to share with you one more mind hack in the second part of the video series of how to stop binge eating and emotional eating for good. So the second part I think starts from tip 10 or 11, which is really explaining to you how you can incorporate exercise in your life with the least amount of effort. And if you want to know why I think exercise is really important, go and check out the first video in the second part of the video series, because I go into over 18 reasons why exercise will really change your life. And if you're trying to lose weight as well, it will accelerate your efforts in giving you all those benefits, also to help you with the motivation. So there's so much. So if you want to look at that video, go and check that out. The details will be in this video. In today's tip, really this should have come before the last video, but it doesn't really matter, because once you know all these tips, you can play around with them and put them in your life in the way that suits you best. So this tip is really part of trying to motivate you to do the exercise in the first place. And I know most of the time the hardest part of doing the exercise is actually starting and getting you to do it in the first place. So most often than not, once you're doing the exercise, it's fine. It's really that push to actually start it. And in the first video I shared with you that the easiest time to do exercise is first thing in the morning, because our motivation and our willpower is at its strongest. But you can use this tip I'm about to share with you at any time really. Let's say, for example, that you have decided to implement exercise first thing in the morning. So when the alarm goes, reframe from engaging in any mind chatter. And what I'm saying is, as soon as your alarm goes, do not snooze it and do not think. I know it sounds like, what are you talking about? But what I'm saying is, as soon as you start letting those thoughts come into your head, like I'm tired, or it's too early, or I'll just have 2 more minutes to lay in, it's literally almost game over. Because as soon as you engage in those chatter, it's reducing the chances of you following through with your exercise. So what I mean is, so as soon as you set your alarm, do not press that snooze button. Don't know about you, when I've pressed the snooze button, time just flies by, and I've often regretted pressing the snooze button, because I've laid in bed for about half an hour after I've snoozed, and within that half an hour I could have been there and back from my exercise, enjoying all the benefits. But snoozing, just for those few moments, it really flies by without you even noticing. So as soon as that alarm goes, get up as if you're in one of those horror movies, you know, that The Exorcist. And you literally lift up and get up. So that's the first thing. And then secondly, do not let any thoughts start invading you. So try to keep your mind completely blank. And then after that, I find the next little hack is have a pint of water ready in the kitchen or wherever you're going to get ready. Or if you don't like it tepid, you can like go and get a glass of water. But the idea is to have a pint of water ready and down that as soon as you wake up, because not only will you be rehydrated from a long fast during the night, I find that drinking the pint of water really wakes me up. And after you drink that, you should feel a lot more awake than you did when you didn't drink it. So that's secondly. Thirdly, have your exercise kit already ready by the front door or in wherever you get changed. I usually put the exercise kit by my front door because I don't mind like getting ready in the hallway. We have a nice hallway. But if you prefer, just get your kit ready the night before. So everything, your socks, your shoes, your workout gear, even your headband, your earphones, so that you don't have to think. Again, is keeping your thoughts as simple as possible. Literally, do not let any thoughts come into your mind. And by preparing yourself, you're minimizing those thoughts. And those thoughts are usually thoughts of trying to stop you from doing it. Because remember, in my previous videos, I said that our minds love the familiar. And when you're trying to incorporate exercise in your life, especially regularly, and you've not done it before, this is unfamiliar to your brain, and your brain's like screaming at the moment. It does not like it. So in a way, we need to try to keep those thoughts to the minimum because you are vulnerable at the moment. And then once you got your kit on, if you're still feeling not motivated, what I usually do is I do things in stages. So we can rewind this back. I do this when I'm feeling really unmotivated to do exercise. So let's say, for example, the alarm goes and all you do is the only thought into your head is like, and say, I'm just going to get up and I'm just going to put my exercise gear on. So that is your only mission. Okay, when you break your goals into smaller chunks, it is more likely that you'll want to achieve them, because when it's too big, that's more often why people are put off. And that's why I said also on the first video of this video series is that try to do exercise, but with a maximum of 30 minutes a day. So if you want to have more reasons as to why I suggest that, go back to that video. I'll leave the details in this video for you. So first thing that you say to yourself is, I'll only put my gear on. Because when you don't put that pressure on yourself, your mind is not going to feel panicked, because all you're doing is promising yourself that if I put my gear on and if I still don't feel like doing exercise, I could always get unchanged and I could always get back to bed. And that's what I would think, first of all. As soon as you put your gear on, if you're still feeling, I'm not too sure whether I want to do exercise, say to yourself again, right, all I'm going to do is I'm just going to walk down the road, and if after a few meters, like after 5 minutes, if I still don't feel like exercising, I'm just going to turn around and go back home. Because when you set yourself little tiny goals, it really is more likely that you're going to end up following through. Because when you're setting yourself small goals, one, your brain is not going to be panicked, and secondly, I have tried this so many times, after I've done those little tiny stages of moving towards the exercise, I find that when I'm actually doing the exercise and I've gone out and I've done 5 minutes, more often than not, I think to myself, actually, it's not that bad. I'm enjoying being out in the fresh air, and I may as well finish it. And every time I am so happy that I followed through with the exercise, because again, all those wonderful feelings that you get from doing exercise for your mind and your body, and if you do it first thing, sets you up for the day, and all the other great things that are going to happen as a result of doing that exercise. Again, if you want to know more about that, check out the first video of this series. So anyway, I hope you found this tip about trying to motivate you to do exercise with ease very useful for you if you find exercise really difficult to motivate to do every day. And let me know what kind of strategies actually you do to try and get yourself to do things that you don't want to do. I'd be interested to find out what kind of hacks that you do, and maybe I'll try those out too. Finally, if you are still struggling with food addictions and binge eating and all the emotions connected to that, and are open to heal yourself on a deeper level using RTT, Rapid Transformational Therapy, hypnosis, click on my banner to find out how you can apply for a free assessment call where we will take a deep dive into your struggles and how you can break free from those for good and really rapidly. So until the next time, keep strong and take care. Bye bye.